Good day, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is John Christopher D. Mendoza, and I am excited to share you with a research presentation entitled "The Degree of Corrosion and Other Deterioration Effect in Highway Bridge Deck Component Using Non-Destructive Cell Potential and Vibration." Case study from Southwest Nigeria. Um, Next, the topic outline includes the background, introduction, methodology, results and discussion, and the conclusion. First is the background. The study illustrates key structural components of a bridge, abutment, piers, expansion joint, deck surface, surrounding environment, and spread footing. uh, Highlighting signs of deterioration due to corrosion, vibration, and environmental exposure. The amendment shows vegetation and possible erosion, while the piers are vulnerable to water-induced cracking and corrosion. A damaged expansion joint may cause stress concentration and material degradation. Surface wear surface wear, and misalignment on the deck indicate possible foundation movement. The nearby river bank suggests erosion risk, and other spread footing is exposed to potential score and settlement. These signs underscore the need for non-destructive structural assessment such as ultrasonic testing and ground penetrating radar to evaluate internal damage and ensure bridges stability and safety without causing further harm. And for the introduction, this study assesses corrosion and vibration in obgis bridge using combined non-destructive electrochemical and vibration method. The image introduced the study aim at evaluating the structural health of the Ogbee's Bridge, with a particular focus on the effect of corrosion and vibration. The study uses a combined approach of non-destructive electrochemical and vibration-based method to assess the bridge condition. This method is particularly important because it allows for a comprehensive diagnosis of internal and external structural issues without damaging the bridge. The choice of this technique reflects the need of precise, real-time data to detect early signs of deterioration and inform appropriate maintenance strategies. The image states primary objective of the study, assessing the corrosion and vegetation, while the right side presents of conceptual model that explains how corrosion progress over time and the implication it has for maintenance and structural integrity. The graph divides the corrosion lifestyle into three distinct phases: the corrosion uh, initiation phase, corrosion propagation phase, and finally the replace over failure phase. In the corrosion initiation phase, the bridge is still good condition and the structure can be preserved with minimal intervention. Once the corrosion begins to progress, the structure enters the propagation phase, where the damage accelerates and becomes more difficult and costly to control. This is where the proactive maintenance become essential. Taking action early can significantly extend the service life of the bridge. As corrosion continues unchecked, a structure eventually moves into the replace or failure phase, indicate in red on the graph. At this stage, reactive maintenance is no longer sufficient and full replacement of or structural failure becomes imminent. And then for the methodology, These factors are critical in understanding and uh, deterioration patterns that can compromise the structural integrity of the bridge over time. Corrosion, for example, can weaken metal components such as steel girders, while the mechanical vibration caused by traffic loads or environmental forces can lead to fatigue and eventually failure of structural elements. The influence of environmental conditions such as moisture and temperature vibrations, further acceleration and further acceleration the degradation process. The of this bridge especially highlighting the steel girders, which are essentially load-bearing components. These girders are more often susceptible to corrosion due to exposure of the elements. The elements. The visual serves to contextualize the study of offering a real-time view. The bridge structure help to identify where such a deterioration might occur and emphasizing the importance of continuous monitoring and maintenance to ensure structural safety. For the data acquisition and analysis, the first image present the detailed layout of the data collection process across the entire bridge structure. It shows the strategic placement of traverses, horizontal survey running across and the width of the bridge, and the data points SP along the length of the bridge from the southwest to the northwest. The bridge is divided into four spans supported by the abutment and piers, with a specific emphasis on vibration measurement, uh, position on the piers. These points help to capture mechanical vibration affecting the bridge stability. The inclusion of about uh, pedestrian walkways, and central zones in the traverse arrangement. Traverse 3 is labeled as ground penetrating radar or GPR, which is used to investigate surface condition that may not be visible on the surface. The second image visually represents the result of the corrosion risk analysis conducted using self-potential anomaly measurement. In overlays, the same structural layout and highlights areas of the bridge with the varying levels of corrosion risk. The cell potential values measure in millivolts are color coded to indicate the probability corrosion from light blue area showing low or uh, negligible risk to yellow, orange, and red zones indicating moderate to very high corrosion risk up to 90%. The data reveals the significant corrosion anomalies are concentrated along piers and 2 to 3, as well as near abutment suggested areas are more vulnerable structure deterioration together. This image demonstrates a comprehensive methodology that combines physical measurement with electrochemical analysis to assess the bridge along term stability and the information maintenance strategies. For the results, the findings from Hubcell potential measurement, which is indicate that most of the bridge deck has generally low of corrosion. Localized anomalies, particularly near the piers, suggested potential areas of reinforcement corrosion. These findings highlight specific zones that may require target inspection and possible repair to main structural integrity. Yeah. For the graph, the graph on the top shows velocity, the red line, and acceleration is the blue line. Responses across the series of vehicle numbers, some vehicle crossing exceed the unsatisfactory and even unacceptable. The vibration intensity, especially in the early vehicle numbers, suggesting the parts of the bridge can be experiencing uh, excessive dynamic responses, potentially compromising user comfort and along the term performance. The bottom graph tracks development, revealing facts that further support the presence of dynamic irregularities in the bridge structure. These fluctuations suggest that some sections of the bridge experience more significant and vertical movement, which could correlate with the structural weakness and deterioration joints. And next, for the conclusion, the Ogbis Highway Bridge had been assessed against probability of corrosion in the concrete slabs and excessive vibration phenomenon based on the combination of two non-destructive methods, that is the half cell potential method and the vibration measurement. So that brings us the end of the presentation, and I hope it gave you a clearer understanding of the degree of corrosion and other deterioration effect in highway bridge deck component using non-destructive cell potential and vibration. That's all. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for watching.